Hey YouTube, so the biggest question the Animal Crossing community has right now is what's next for Animal Crossing New Horizons or the Animal Crossing series in general. And of course all we can do at this stage is speculate, but I think generally the community is expecting some kind of mini game or spin-off from Animal Crossing New Horizons in the near future. And to be honest, this is probably much more realistic than getting a new mainline game on Switch, at least at this stage. Most franchises tend to drop DLC and spin-offs in between mainline releases anyway, so seeing an Animal Crossing spin-off wouldn't be that unrealistic. In fact, anyone following Animal Crossing before New Horizons will know we've seen several spin-offs in the last decade that all launched in between mainline games, including Happy Home Designer, Amiibo Festival and Pocket Camp, not to mention the random giant DLC update New Leaf God like 4 years after the game launched. Now we've discussed the timeline for spin-offs before, but in short it does seem like the end of 2023 or sometime in 2024 would be the typical time Nintendo would think about refreshing something for Animal Crossing and releasing a new game or DLC or spin-off just to remind us the franchise still exists and they haven't forgotten about it. So assuming a spin-off from Animal Crossing New Horizons is most likely what's next, what would it look like? Well, honestly, Animal Crossing has evolved so much since the days of stealing trash and decorating your house with it to the island terraforming adventure it is today, so it's really difficult to know. But based solely on the typical feedback Nintendo receives, it's likely they'll want to capitalize on those 42 million sales that already exist and release something that addresses that feedback. And what's the most common feedback? Minigames, or the lack of. Yep, Animal Crossing New Horizons is a huge game. It has thousands of items and almost limitless island designs and layouts, and of course something to do or change every day. But the one thing people seem to miss and would love to see is more options for multiplayer, the most common being some kind of mini games you can play with friends or randomers online. So I think the most popular theory for what's next for Animal Crossing is an Animal Crossing New Horizons spin-off that doesn't necessarily link to New Horizons but allows us to play as our character online with friends in some kind of minigame outside of New Horizons Islands. This was of course a huge aspect of Animal Crossing New Leaf at Club Tortimer or Tortimer's Island, where you could play with up to 4 friends or randomers and take part in like 12 different mini-games, each with 3 difficulties, including the likes of balloon popping, hide and seek, scavenger hunts and things like that. This would be a fantastic direction to take Animal Crossing in between mainline games. And if it were anything like Smash or Mario Kart for example, it would be easy to imagine tournaments and competitions and things like that at real world events. 2 of which are coming up at the end of the year, by the way. Honestly, it's kind of exactly what Animal Crossing community needs. Now, in terms of visuals, I could see them porting many of the minigames from New Leaf, or at least the mechanics, and using the HD models and textures from New Horizons. It would be pretty awesome. I think with the amount of work they put into New Horizons, reusing the assets for whatever comes next is almost a given. But of course, trying to second guess Nintendo is like trying to find the Star Fragment Mystery Island, so who knows what they're planning. The good news is after 42 million sales, they're almost certainly planning something. But what do you think and what would you like to see? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to learn more about the features that have been removed from the Roost over the years, be sure to check out this next video. Peace.